Hello, this is a video for the Sigma 6 8-inch commando line of G.I. Joe, and this time I have Destro, and later I found a figure that came with these pants. They still kind of looked kind of high water on him, but I thought it looked a little bit better. But he doesn't come with those pants. He's just got molded on, I'm assuming, pants. Don't believe he's wearing a suit, like a Sigma suit or anything. So it's kind of got like a belt and then jean type belt loops right here. So I think those are definitely supposed to be pants. So it is kind of odd, to me at least, that they would give him this cloth thing and give him no lower part. But they did the same thing with Sigma 6 Arctic Duke, but at least you could say he had the suit on, so it didn't make sense to wear pants. But so anyway, maybe that doesn't bother anybody. Maybe that looks cool. So, cool thing with Destro. Lift up the camera here. He's got the chrome face paint, on there, because sometimes they can make it just dull paint, so that's cool. If you take off his jacket, though, he's all metal inside, and even his arms are metal, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if they got into Sigma 6 if he was like bionic or whatever, but yeah. Cool thing with him, at least in my opinion, is a throwback to the old school Destro, from the 80s, because that figure had a kind of a ruby medallion on, and this time he's got a kind of red ruby type of Cobra emblem keychain. I always want to call it keychain, but dog tag, type thing. I think it's just so small, so I automatically think, for us it would be a keychain, but obviously for him it's just a normal chain. We'll go on to his accessories. Since he is a commando figure, he'll come with a package that lets you turn it into a case. And there's the inside. And I don't have them here, but there's actually a way for you to store all 4 of his missiles. One here. You can put 2 of them in the gun, and then 1 down there. But again, I'm putting all my collection together, and that's why I'm jumping all around with these videos. But, and also I'm doing all this live in a way too, so I'm trying to remember how to fire everything. So it looks like you push this and this, and it fires the 2 different missiles. So the first one fires that top one. The back one fires that one. So this one is this one is this. Fire them because I don't know that it really makes a difference, but one's gray and black, one's black and red. So you'll end up with 2 of these, this color, and 2 of them this color. Should you buy it already in the package, or if you buy it loose and you want to make sure it's complete, you need 4 missiles, 2 red, 2 black. Then the targeting screen right here is supposed to attach to this, and it's that little red indentation right there that goes in this groove. It just slides in, and then of course with some work when you're not filming, you could put it in his hand and he should be able to hold it pretty good. Now there's no room for his next accessory to fit in the foam part of his case. But again, if you want to try and store it, just lay it on top and you should be able to, with some work, close it. And it is a briefcase. And if you collect the 25th anniversary figures, or you remember the Destro from the first line that he came out in the 80s, which I never had that figure, but I believe he always came with a briefcase that had a gun inside, so at least the 25th anniversary has that one, and I'm assuming that would mean that the 80s one had it. And they kind of brought that in with Sigma 6, because this is a briefcase, but if you separate, hold on to the handle here, and hold on to this here, when you're not filming at least, it should slide up. It wants to fall off, but like one of my subscribers said, don't you love these bloopers? But yeah, so the idea is that you have this sliding piece right here. You have the gun right here. There's another groove or whatever right there. Take that part and you slide it on. And then this part back here slides on right there. And it's supposed to slide out. So that way when he's holding on to it, he's able to shoot people if he needs to. But the other thing that's kind of cool is, since this is removable, you could go through the trouble of taking this red thing off, popping this off, but again, I'm filming, so you can take all that stuff off and you end up with a gun that can either be attached to the briefcase or be just a gun without it, so that's pretty cool. Then of course this is nice in here. He's got some computer type screen, a little keyboard here. It's all flat pretty much. I mean, it's kind of raised, but little mouse right there, computer screen right there, some other stuff there, and then all this money here. And I think that pretty much is good on Destro. I'm reading on Yojo.com that supposedly this was the only Destro that was released, so I must have seen some prototypes or some thought, Toy Fair video or pictures where they originally were going to release another figure, or maybe Yojo just hasn't updated it yet, but there was supposed to be a figure called Crime Boss Destro, I think, something like that, and he was, going to be like a bank robber type thing. So I don't know if that got released or not. So you might want to Google that or something and see whether or not that figure was released. I'm going to probably do it right after this video, because the only reason I didn't mention that before starting the video is because, yeah, I already thought it had that, and then when I read that they don't have it on Yojo.com, I was like, no, I think they released another one, or at least they thought about it. So anyway, there should be possibly two Destros. You have this regular Destro, and then there might be a Crime Boss Destro. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you later.